Hey guys, Jay here, welcome to another convention review. Today I'm doing one that I don't think I've done a review on before, but I've gone to quite a few times, and that's ChibiChibiCon. And to be fair, this isn't really a convention, it's more of a one-day event thing, but I figured, I might as well. I'd vlog it, so I might as well talk about it. Again, I don't think I've ever done a review on them, so why not? Plus it adds videos to my thing, you know, less stuff I gotta film between now and the next event. And like every other one of these reviews, I'll also have another video that's up in the card and the description below where you can see all of the merch that I got. Honestly, this time I didn't get any merch because I only had one merch dealer and they didn't have anything I needed. So I didn't buy anything from them. But I bought a bunch of fan art and stuff from the artist alley, which is the main thing. But so yeah, that's something to talk about, I guess, in this review. The convention is held at in Washington State, in Olympia, which is our actual capital. Most people think it's Seattle, but it's not. Olympia is our capital, and this takes place at the Evergreen State College, which is like the main college down there, and huge campus and everything. And we get lost so easily just trying to go from the parking lot to the thing. They have signs. We just don't know what we're doing. But like I said, this one's only a single day long. So for this one this year, they went from noon until 11 p.m. And I think that's normal, but I think also they've done it like 11 to 11 or 12 to 12, things like that. I don't know exactly because we leave early usually because we're not staying until that late because we have to drive back here. Not doing that at almost midnight. So, and I had to work in the morning, and I'm actually filming this the day after, and I had to work this morning. So I had to be up in time and not be coming back and trying to undo everything and trying to get everything out so that Atlas could go home all at midnight. That's not happening. So we left it around, I want to say 7:30-ish, 7:15, something like that. And then the entire event is just, well, there's more than just this, but I don't do panels. They had a schedule with panels, and probably something else. Like they had like a costume contest, they had a lip sync challenge, and a few other things. But that happens in the same building, the same area that the artist alley vendor hall thing is in. So there are two rooms separated by one of those breakdown walls. SakuraCon used to use them. They don't seem to anymore because now they have another building. But it's where they're able to have these panels that make up a wall, like multiple panels. And they can make up rooms with those in certain areas of the convention center. And so this one, they have the same thing, and I think it's an auditorium or a gym or something like that. If you walk into the doors, you can, because there's it's outside first, and there's like a half circle row of steps, like bleachers or something, but they're all concrete and like that painted wood or whatever. And then you go down, and it's like a little open area. Think about it as like like you would have at a concert or something, where the bottom would be general admission and then the rest are the seats. It was something similar to that, but then there's a building there with doors, and when you go inside, it's like a lobby area, and they have like a snack shack and bathrooms and vending machines and stuff like that. And then right straight ahead is a bunch of big those metal doors that you see like on school gyms, that kind of thing. You go through those, and off to the right, there's those type of bleachers that, like, when you're there for like a school basketball game, they'll pull the bleachers out of the wall and it'll all come out, but then they can push them back in so they can use the gym. My school did that, where we had those type of bleachers in the gym, and that's where we would have assemblies and stuff. So I've never actually looked around to see if there's like basketball hoops or something, or if there's like things where you can put basketball hoops up and take them back down for different things. I've never actually looked to see if that's a thing or not. But if it's not, and it's just a regular auditorium, it's whatever. That's where the artist alley is. And then they have one vendor in there this year. They've had a couple different ones at different times. This one, turns out we kind of know them because Atlas buys Zoids, the build models, just like Gundams and stuff like that. And this guy sells a bunch of those at different conventions, so we see them all the time, so that we recognize each other. Well, he recognized him. So he started talking to him and stuff, but he didn't buy anything because he didn't have anything he needed, because he only wanted Zoids, and the ones he had, Atlas already has. So we didn't buy anything. And then they had like pop-up parade figures by Good Smile and a few other things, and I didn't need any of them. They had they had a few things I wanted, like they had a couple Nendroids I wanted, but I didn't have the money for them because I wasn't even supposed to buy the things that I bought, which are actually right here. I didn't mean to buy all this, but I did anyway. I wasn't supposed to spend money, but it's whatever. And then the rest of it was all artists, and there had to be maybe 50 artists there, somewhere around there, 40 to 50. Everyone was really cool. Everyone was so nice. There's not really any staff because it's so what it is it's run. I should have said this before. It's run by the college's anime club. So apparently, going back a lot of years, like 10, almost 20 years now. No, 20 years now, I think. Apparently, this says since 2001, so I have no idea. I didn't even know about it until like 2014 or 2015, and their anime club apparently has been doing this. It's just like a thing that they've done every year or something. I don't know how it works, but and like the newer members end up hosting it or whatever they end up. I don't know what it is, but that's what this is. But where that room is that I was talking about with the vendors and stuff, or the artist alley, there's those breakaway walls if you go back far enough. So there's the doors. It's gonna be hard for you guys to tell, but there's doors. Then on the right side, my right, whatever, is the bleachers, and in front of you is all of the artist tables and stuff, and they're going rows like this, not horizontal to you, vertical to you looking from the front. And then going to the back wall, that is a breakaway wall. And then on the other side of that, they have a little stage set up and a bunch of chairs set out so that when they do the things like the lip sync battle or the cosplay contest, they have seating and a stage. And you can go in both different directions. People going in on the left side of the wall, that's where the cosplayers go to do get ready to do their thing. They're like, hey, come in this way. And then all the people watch goes from the right, and then they fill in on the seats. Pretty cool. I don't really care because it's not something I do. I was debating filming the thing, but apparently they have rules on that where like they don't like people, filming and stuff because people are in the way. So it's a lot harder, and I would have had to be back far, and it would have been just dumb and not worth it because I only have a fixed lens that's 22 millimeters on my camera when I do these. So I don't have my zoom lens with me, which I don't even think I have it anymore. And so I can't zoom in far enough from the back to be able to see, and then I would just be in people's way, and I'm not doing that. So, and they don't want you doing that. So it's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. But I did get a lot of people's video. This was the only time that I've had this many people say no to video. Some of them didn't even want pictures. So, and that's totally fine. I'm not saying there's anything bad against them or something. I'm not saying that that's even a bad thing at all. But it's just I'm not used to seeing people deny it so many times. If you don't like wanting to get your picture taken or anything, say no. Just feel free to say no. We understand. Don't worry about it. It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that like that's a negative or anything. That's totally fine. I'm just stating that I haven't had people do that as often as I did at this convention. I had like 5 or 6 people at this convention, and that's only within like 5 or 6 hours, or no, 7 hours. And usually for a whole weekend, I'll maybe get 1 or 2 at a convention. So I don't know. It's not a big deal. It's just something I'm pointing out. So if you want to say no, say no. That's totally fine. I don't care. Nobody else cares. We're not gonna get your picture or video if you don't want us to. But yeah, other than that, like I said, there's no real staff as far as I can tell. There's a couple security guards like looking out at the doors, making sure people are behaving and stuff like that. But there's nobody wearing like staff badges. You don't even need badges. Anybody can go. It's a public event. So unlike regular conventions where you have to pay to get in, you have to have a badge to get in the events. This one, you don't have to have any of that. It's just show up and you're good to go. That's why it's only a one-day thing. No money is involved. No nothing. But I don't think there's anything else. If anybody has any questions about this event, convention thing, leave them in the comments and I'll try to get back to you guys. This one's a little more hard to do a review on because there's not a lot to talk about, because there's not a lot happening. But outside, that area outside with the concrete and wood bleachers, what I was talking about, the auditorium style, whatever, you know what I mean, outside, a lot of people go out there a lot. It started sprinkling, so a lot of people went back inside and then went back out when it stopped. And of course, that was as soon as I pulled my camera back out and was like, oh, I'm going outside now to go get some people. Let's see what I can get out there. And as soon as I did that, it started sprinkling and everyone was running inside. I was like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. So that was annoying. But I did get quite a bit of people, so that's awesome. A lot of good cosplayers. There was a lot of cosplayers from Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss. One or the other, or both. I don't know the difference. Atlas does, and he got pictures of everybody. And a ton of them were like really good with wanting videos, and they're like, yeah, let's do this. And they're like doing some fun stuff. So, yeah, other than that, there's nothing to talk about really. So I'll just end it here. I know this isn't as long as my other ones. I tried to make this a little bit longer so it wasn't like a 3-minute video of me just saying, yeah, it's fine, bye, you know? Give you a little more details, you know? Make it not a boring couple-minute video. And with these videos, I don't give them a grade or anything. I don't do like an A, B, C or whatever, or like a 4 star, you know, whatever, or 100%, or I don't do none of that. I give you the information, and then you decide whether you want to go or not. And if you want to know if you want to know if you'd like it, and you want more of a personalized experience, you can check out my vlogs for these conventions. They usually come out right after these videos, the week after. Will usually be like the first vlog, and then it goes on from there. I'm only going to have one vlog from this one. Something screwed up with my microphone. I had a clip. I was wearing Naofumi from The Rising of the Shield Hero, and I can only clip it to my cape because the cape moves around too much. And when I'm holding things up and moving around, the cape moves too much to where the one I was using is the new microphone, which has it's a little magnetic one, and it had to magnetize and point up, and the folds were getting over the thing, so it would muffle it. So I had to keep holding it. There was nothing I could do. And then I tried doing one where I walked around with this camera and had it on there, and I was just like this, where I had my one hand down so that this was flat as possible so you could hear me. It was annoying to do, but I learned now the ones that I know I have to clip, I'll just bring my other microphones. It's totally fine. Or I'll do something with this one, with this one right here. That's the microphone I was using before I got the wireless ones. So if I have to set this one back up, I will. I don't want to though. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I should really end this here. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later.